This is gonna sound like a car commercial. Ahem. If you clicked on this video, you clearly enjoy cars, and with cars comes a certain type of freedom. The freedom to jump into your designated automobile on a bright Saturday morning, afternoon, or hell, even evening, and go to that perfect, secluded route that you know so well, and drive that car until the wheels fall off while listening to your favorite tunes. Of course, most of us can't really afford to do that since our beaten down crappy 2002 Honda Civic has 3/4 of a horsepower, 3 wheels, and no brakes. But what if I told you there is a quirky, deeply flawed, yet gorgeous and fantastic Ubisoft game that can provide you with that same thrill without any of the fuss or heartache that comes with making sure your car is still drivable after a weekend escapade? If so, I am MegaShortFuze and you've come to the perfect place. Welcome to the very pretentiously named Beauty of the Open Road series, where each week I'm going to showcase a route in the crew, whether it be a canyon blast, a sweet cruise through a secluded forest, or an epic highway romp that will take you from one coast to the other. Whatever the route might be, you can be certain that for a few minutes a week I'm going to provide you with something that is going to give you pure driving joy and bliss. Now before we start, I have 2 recommendations. One is that you turn off all UI elements except the minimap. The reason for that is immersion always works best when there are not a bunch of garish UI elements ruining the inside of your car. Which leads me to my second recommendation. Always do these in first person. Sure, you can play this as a video game and go third person, but I feel like the first person perspective really adds to the experience. Speaking of cruises through forests, today's route starts near Wind Giants Valley, north of Los Angeles, and it goes all the way to the west coast where land meets sea. Your starting point is here. And from here, you're going to take this road all the way down to a specific left corner. You don't have to deviate at all. The only thing you need to make sure to do is to turn exactly here. Now bonus points if you pull off this turn in an oh so satisfying incredible drift fashion. From there, all you have to make sure to do is follow this road all the way down to the coast right up to here. And here's what the route looks like in practice. You start off through a twisty mountain road, followed by a short blast through some fields, and finally transitioning into a speedy section through some hillsides that goes directly to the ocean. And now, as promised, I'm going to give you a song recommendation. My song recommendations are taken from my own personal driving playlist, and they really help me get into the groove of driving. This week's song is Hot Blood, a song by the all-American rock group from Iceland, Kaleo. Take a listen. And if that doesn't demonetize me, I'm really not certain what will. Now the final thing left to talk about is the car selection. Now given that this is a fairly technical and tight course, I went with the BMW M4. However, considering this is a fairly rare car in this game, the alternatives I can offer are the fantastic Nissan Fairlady Z and the infuriatingly fantastic Fiat 500 Abarth. And that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any recommendations for any routes I should showcase, please leave them in the comments. Share this with some like-minded car people, if you please, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.